for starters, I have a high school diploma that I barely got with a very low GPA. So right there says a lot there. I definitely don't have any kind of college experience. I'm in a program right now called Off the Wall. It's a discipleship program. Instead of going to college, I'm doing this because I'm going into the mission field more full time, hopefully. But even now, all I'm doing is learning to live more Christ-like. There's so many things I don't know. I do not there's so many different things. But there's two main things you have on your side. One, Google. You can Google theological questions. And I had this kid ask me a question about somewhere in the Old Testament, it mentions that these kids were beat up an old man or something, or were throwing rocks at him, and then it's something about the Lord's wrath or something, and then a bear ate them. I was just like, what? I'd never heard this Bible story before. So, how can I explain that? Well, let me look it up. Let me look what the Bible says. And then me Google, or let me consult my pastor. Let me ask other elders or men above me who know these things. And I asked them these questions. Hey, I asked this question yesterday. What's this mean? And then I would take these answers and I would go and let them know. So don't be afraid to say, hey, I don't know the answer. There's one question though that really came up a lot with either people who were kind of believing, or just straight non-believers is, so if I accept this and I'm saved, I can just keep doing what I'm doing and sinning, right? And that's where I have to pull out some scripture and be like, if you do believe, there's two different scripture for that, which is, one, Paul mentions, now that you are clean, now that this chains have been broken, do not rebind yourself with them. And when they were baptized and when Jesus did some healing, it was, go and sin no more. Plus, Jesus tells his disciples, if you love me, you will follow my commandments. And from that, it's like, well, why should we love him? Well, he first loved us. So he loved us, so we love him. So we should prove our love by fulfilling his commandments and not sinning. And it's not so much as not sinning, it's trying to be righteous, trying to be a godly man and pursue Jesus Christ in all things. And that's just two examples of things, but in the end, you're going to have questions you don't know, and don't be afraid to say, I don't know. Let me look it up. Let me consult the scripture. Let me tell you to the best of my ability, but then remind them that you're just a man. You're just another person. There are other people. There are other resources. Offer them, have you read the Bible story yourself? Or let's talk about it. Bring it into a huge conversation, and if you can, try and seek counsel from other men that are discipling you in your life.